Have you ever heard a prophecy so chilling that it sent shivers down your spine? Well, that's exactly what happened when Cynthia Morgan, now known as Madrina, spoke about the fate of Nigerian music superstar Wizkid. Her message has been ringing in the ears of fans and critics alike, leaving many wondering if there's more to the story than meets the eye. In this video, we'll uncover the truth behind Cynthia Morgan's words and explore why we should be praying for Wizkid. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a mind-blowing ride. And before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all the latest gossip. It all started innocuously enough on the 14th of November 2022, when Madrina shared some prophecies on Instagram. In this prophecy, she revealed that God had spoken to her about Wizkid and instructed her to pray for Wizkid's mental health. And that was the beginning of chaos. The entire industry was sent into a frenzy. Fans were left with more questions than answers, and everyone was wondering what was really going on behind the scenes. But most fans weren't actually happy at all about this. To say the least, they made Madrina know exactly how they felt. They didn't hold back on shading the anointed. One fan even went as far as saying, Cynthia Morgan is obviously suffering from acute schizophrenia as a result of long-term use of narcotics, and she's starting to see visions. Stay away from drugs, y'all. Ouch. Social media went crazy with Wizkid FC firing shots at Cynthia Morgan. They questioned her motive, suggesting that this was another failed attempt to revive her forever dead music career. This continued for a while, with Wizkid FC showing no restraint. To be fair, the insults were overwhelming and degrading to say the least, but Wizkid FC is one of the most active celebrity fan bases on Twitter NG, and controversially, one of the most vicious. You can't fight them, and Madrina knew this, so she did what any sensible person would do. She maintained radio silence. If you can't beat them, then keep quiet. In early December, Cynthia Morgan finally broke her silence, and what she revealed was nothing short of extraordinary. She had been blessed with the remarkable gift of prophecy, a secret that she had kept hidden from the world, only sharing it with her closest family members. But that's not the end of her incredible story. At the tender age of 16, Cynthia stumbled upon music, thinking her prophetic abilities were nothing but a fluke. However, as time went on, she began to realize that her destiny was far greater than she had ever imagined. By the time she hit 25, it became clear that her music career was not taking off as she had hoped, and she was forced to confront her true calling. Of course, fans were still skeptical, and it almost seemed foolish that she would still bring up the issue again, unprovoked. Like, does she just like to be insulted and degraded on social media? Or doesn't she have friends that care about her and advise her in situations like these? Well, Madrina didn't have to answer those questions. She only needed proof that she was right, or at least something was wrong. And then, this happened. Wizkid's behavior began to change, and not for the better. He was acting erratic and even missed a few shows. Soon, Wizkid's fans began to believe that Madrina was right all along. Maybe she really was a prophet after all. When Prophet Madrina posted her controversial Pray for Wizkid prophecy, fans hardly believed her. Everyone thought it was a gimmick. Maybe she did it for clout, or maybe she wanted to trend because she had a soon-to-be-released single. But the changes in Wizkid's behavior began to raise suspicion about his mental health. What was really going on behind the scenes? First, Wizkid was supposed to perform at the Wizkid Live concert in Accra, Ghana, but he didn't show up. Fans were disappointed to say the least. But then, things got even worse when LiveHop, who organized the concert, accused Wizkid of breaching his contract and refunded all ticket buyers. The sequence of events was unbelievable for fans, and the damage control made it even worse. Wizkid's excuse for an apology didn't seem heartfelt at all. He cited safety and production issues as his reasons for missing the show. To many fans, it seemed like he was blaming the promoters of the show and everyone else but himself for the colossal heartbreak he had caused them. It was too late. Fans and haters alike were already up in arms about the missed show and the breach of contract. Prophet Madrina's predictions seemed to become relevant again. Tweets about the possibility of a mental health breakdown began to circulate, and in effect, she was getting more and more validation. However, this story is far from over. In a recent interview on Hot 97 FM, Davido revealed that his tragic loss, the death of his son Ifeanyi brought him and Wizkid closer together. In fact, Wizkid has been calling him every week since the tragedy.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with Wiz, like, especially with my situation, the tragic situation that happened to me, he damn near called me every week.
This revelation came as a surprise to everyone, as the two Afrobeat superstars have been known for their public feuds and shade throwing in the past. Wizkid took things even further by promoting Davido's latest album on his Instagram. He shared the album cover and urged his followers to listen to Timeless by his brother, Davido. Could this be a sign of a new era in Nigerian music, with Davido and Wizkid burying the hatchet and working together? Or is it influenced by something else? Well, some fans are speculating that Wizkid's sudden change of heart may be due to the fact that he too is a father of 4 sons. Boluwatife Balogun, Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun Jr., Zion Ayo Balogun, and a 4th son from his 3rd baby mama and brand manager, Jada Pollock. Perhaps the death of Davido's son hit too close to home for Wizkid, and he felt compelled to promote positivity and unity in the industry. Whatever the reason, we're happy to see 2 of Nigeria's biggest music stars putting their differences aside and coming together in a time of need. As Wizkid would say, more love, less ego. If you're a fan of Wizkid or you listen to his music well enough, whether or not you believe in prophecies, you will find some clues about his struggles in his songs and even in his social media posts. In his song Too Sugar featuring Ira Star, Wizkid sings about fighting his own demons and keeping bad energy away from him. It's right there in the lyrics. If you get problem, magbe sumomi. I dey fight my own demons. Don't you see? In Everyday, Wizkid sings about the difficulties of life on the road and how he copes with them by taking a shot and burning the night away. He acknowledges his struggles with lines like, "And when I'm down, when I feel like no way, and when I feel like everything kokbeo." It may seem casual to you, and that's understandable. After all, many artists sing songs about difficult times. But for Wiz, it's not just in the songs that he talks about his mental health. In 2021, he took to Instagram to express his struggles, writing, "Sometimes I want to act normal, but I'm not. Sometimes I wake up and see crazy. Need to get my Twitter back. I miss chatting shit." It's good to see Wizkid being open about his struggles with mental health. It shows that even the biggest stars are not immune to the challenges of life and that it's okay to ask for help. Hopefully, his openness will encourage others to do same. Celebrities may look like they have life all figured out, but they oftentimes face some of the hardest challenges and are expected to carry on regardless. If you consider the recent spate of tragedies in Nollywood, specifically the loss of sons, they are enough to take a toll on Wizkid's mental health. As a father himself, the thought of losing a child is devastating, especially for someone in the public eye. In recent years, several Nollywood celebrities have experienced the pain of losing a son. Actress turned evangelist Eucharia Anonobi also lost her son to sickle cell anemia following a messy divorce from her husband. Musician D'banj lost his son, Daniel Oyebanjo, when the young boy was found dead in his father's swimming pool. Nollywood actor and comedian Mr. Ibu also lost his son Emmanuel at the tender age of 2. Emmanuel had been sick and was admitted to Luth, but sadly, he didn't make it. Even sports broadcaster Aisha Falode was not spared from this tragedy. Her only son, Olorun Toba, was murdered in Dubai in 2014 at the age of 19. And then there's Davido. The superstar and his wife, Chioma, lost their son Ifeanyi at the tender age of 3 after he drowned in the swimming pool of their Lagos Banana Island residence. For Wizkid, the pain of losing a child is not lost on him. He is known to be a doting father who loves spending time with his son Zion. In fact, the artist has even dedicated songs to his son, such as Sweet Love and Smile. Given the recent tragedies in Nollywood, it's important for us all to remember that celebrities are human too and are just as susceptible to pain and loss as the rest of us. So, you have a choice. You can decide to keep wondering why Madrina didn't have any prophecies about her own failed music career or ask her God for ideas on how to revive it. Or, you can just pray for Wizkid. Hey! We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then we are sure you'd love this one on how Davido got arrested multiple times by his father. He robbed his father, by the way. Yeah, terrible, terrible kid. See you there.